I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke and the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. I stay in bed, I still got the feeling that you're next to me. Stuck in my head when lights go off. You're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the
Who's ready for a
way.
live stream?
No heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke and the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like
Hi, and welcome to Creator Fundamentals. My name is Dan Currier, and I am here to help you deliver your value through online video. Welcome to our weekly live stream. That's right, we do this every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So good to see all of you in the chat nice and early, even before the stream started. You guys are awesome. For those of you who may be new, as I mentioned, we do this every week, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you run into any questions during the week about YouTube, how to make your channel grow, or any other YouTube related topics that you need answers to, save them for Wednesday night. Come and hang out with us here on the live stream, and we will do our best to get you the answers you need to help grow on the platform. Great to see everybody. Doing the little side eye to make sure I'm actually not muted, because that would really be awful. Excited to be here tonight. It's a good time. We always have a core group of people who come and hang out with us, so thank you to all of you for coming and hanging out once again tonight. A lot of people in the chat. We'll jump in there in just a minute and say hi. Got some awesome stuff in the works coming up in 2019. We'll talk about that a little bit. Also, I am continuing to do the opportunity to win one-on-one coaching with me. If you have something specific, if you're focused and dedicated and trying to grow your channel, you can actually go to the link that I will drop once again in the live stream, and that's creatorfundamentals.com/register to register the win. That'll put you on the Creator Fundamentals mailing list. I usually send out like a video a week, or a email a week, if that, but that'll get you in the running. Each month I will pick a winner who will get that 30-minute call for free. So if that's something you're interested, definitely register. Also, something else that I want to do in February, I may have mentioned this last live stream, I can't remember, but I'm trying to find different ways to get you guys the content in a format that you appreciate, that's most effective for you. I know everybody has different learning styles. One of the things that I am trying to do are small video groups, kind of like an intense 2-hour session where we focus on your specific channels and really get to work and identify what you need to do to succeed. I'm calling it Beast Practices. It's kind of a play on best practices, really taking it to the next level. If that's something that you're interested in, you can go to beastpractices.com and check that out. I'm going to be running a class. Only 5 people get into the class. I want to keep it nice and small so everybody gets as much time as possible on their particular channels. If it runs a little longer than 2 hours, that's cool as well. But I want to share the stuff with you guys that I've used to help grow my channel. Closing in on 25,000 subscribers here. We haven't even reached the 2-year mark here in Creator Fundamentals, and all that information is available, and I want to share it with you. And not all of it's stuff that I can share on the YouTube channel, because it just doesn't respond well to the audience at times. But if that's something that you guys want to get involved in, you can go to beastpractices.com, and that'll bring you to the link. March 10th, which is a Sunday, 7 p.m. in the evening, we're going to be kicking that off and doing 2 hours with 5 creators only. So if you think that's something that you might be interested in, to really dig in and learn how to take your channel to the next level, definitely head over to beastpractices.com. I'll throw that in there just in case I don't speak clearly, just so you guys know exactly what I'm saying here. If I can get my cursor. As the name suggests, it's beastpractices.com. So definitely check that out. I'd love to have you in there. Like I said, it's only going to be 5 channels. So once they're filled, they're filled. And then we'll see after that one whether we do any more. But I'm going to jump in the chat, say hello to everybody. Had some good business calls today, so I'm excited for some other things that are coming up that should be really fun. Some new content that I'm going to bring to you guys as well. Grant Shed out there, Lemons for Breakfast. Good to see you. On the Real Smurf 13. Good to see you as well. Satisfying ASMR. Sassy Donuts. Mr. L. Good to see everybody. Relly D and Sia out there. Let's see here. We have Zeno. Or Zeno, possibly. Cricket, great to see you. Good to have you in the chat. I've been meaning to talk to you, Cricket. I might have to, I'll reach out to you on Facebook or something, but I had a question for you. JB the Pro out there as well. Zugo Mugo, Hard in the Paint podcast. That's another topic I want to talk to you guys about, podcasts, because I got something in the works on that too. All kinds of stuff in 2019. 2019 is going to be a very transformative year here on Creator Fundamentals, and I'm super excited about it and can't wait to share a lot of what's going to go on this year with you guys. Double letter lady, good to see you as well. It's a Rome thing every day. Doug Hewson is out there, moderator extraordinaire. We have Grunge Turner, True Fishing, BD, Crazy Yak. A lot of people hanging out with us this evening. Nate Dogg, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Simply Beth. Good to have you in the stream. Dawn Leslie, True Fishing. I'm trying to read chat as I'm reading the names as well. I see people having conversations. Where did I lost my spot? I know I mention it every live stream, but I can't stand the chat in YouTube live streams because it's just a pain in the butt to scroll through. Kevin Boston 7's out there as well. Let's see. Grateful. Hello to you too. We have Rhino Joe Outdoors, My Wild Backyard, Regina's Hair Salon, Embalados? I don't know. I might have butchered that, but let's see. The Wakeboarding Cuber, Damian Guerrero. Let's scrolling. Mr. L we got. Simply Beth we got. I know I saw Alex Fishing out there somewhere. I don't see where we are right now, but make sure I got everybody. I think Beauty in the Know. I think I got everybody. So how's everybody doing? How are your channels going? If you have any questions, go ahead and tag Creator Fundamentals. And if you want to, you can put like question : so I can see them a little bit better. I definitely don't intend to ever miss any questions. But every once in a while I get a little hate for missing stuff. And I can totally understand it because I've been in other live streams where, you know, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people, but you try to interact with the person doing the live stream and it's just like, whew. So I appreciate the struggle there. I do my best not to miss everybody. We have Mariella out there. I reached my first 1,000 subscribe. I assume it says my first 1K. I'm assuming that's your first 1,000 subscribers or first 1,000 views. Either way, it's still a milestone. Congratulations to you on that. The Mr. L reached 100 subs. Awesome. We have, is it Tai Shea Ba? Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. Good to see you as well. I see some new faces in there as well. So it's great to have new people here in the live stream. If this happens to be your first live stream and you would like to receive notifications on future videos that can help you deliver your value through online video, consider clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. Also, we have 37 people in the chat as well. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button if you're excited to hang out with fellow YouTubers this evening and talk a little YouTube and hopefully pick up some knowledge on how you can take your channel to the next level. So let's see. Just started my channel for my podcast. We're on my podcast outlet. I am at 7,000, but just started a YouTube channel, really grinding out. Not even over 50 yet, trying to learn everything I can. Absolutely, that is the way to go. Congrats on starting the other channel. Kevin Boston, Dan, were you affected by the glitch last night that made followers disappear on Instagram? Also, can I have a channel review? It's been a few months. So I definitely saw a drop on Instagram. I've heard other people refer to it as a purge. I probably lost, I don't know, like 15 or 20 followers on Instagram. But I'm not sure if it was, in fact, a glitch. Here, let me look. Let's see on Instagram right now where I'm at. I think I just lost them. I don't know that they... Yeah, they're still gone. So I don't know if it was a glitch. It might have been a purge, which I don't really mind because they're getting rid of people that aren't real anyway. So good for them on that. Sometimes it doesn't feel good to see your counts go down, but if they're improving the quality of each follower, then that's definitely worth it. It's a Rome thing every day. Did you originally start out to help others in YouTube, or did you just kind of find your way into it? So I had another channel. I still have another channel called The Average Dan that was basically a how-to channel where anytime I would run into a problem, whatever it was that I had to solve, whether it was a problem with the car, you know, or something related to our camper, I would make videos about it when I couldn't find a video that told me how to do it, just to share with people and help them. And then a couple of years ago, I started doing the research to see how YouTube actually worked and how growing on YouTube worked. And I started implementing on The Average Dan, and I was like, wow, this really works. Well, one of the things I learned is trying to stay focused on the channel. So I had started to kind of share some of these things that I was learning, or tried to share them on The Average Dan. And then I realized quickly that it wasn't the appropriate platform to do that. So I created this channel on June 15th, 2017, strictly with the purpose of sharing the information that I was learning that proved to work with other people so they could have the same success. Because one of the very first things that I did when I got serious about growing on YouTube was to join a community. So you know, while we're on the topic, I'll throw a link to the Creator Fundamentals Facebook group, but I joined a Facebook community. It was called Small YouTubers Community, and really started to interact with other people doing the thing that I was trying to do, you know, to pick their brains, see what struggles people were having, and what worked and what didn't work. And what I found was, we just took well, it says good, but we just took a dive on the stream here.
But somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. Rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke and the mirrors are memories. Now the sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar-coated love.
There we go. Much better. That's weird. So it seems like had to reboot. Well, I rebooted to try. OBS lost its mind because my internet connection completely dropped out from underneath it, and it was struggling to figure out what to do with itself. So, but when I reopened OBS after I rebooted the machine, just to make sure that wasn't an issue, it set the microphone off and the music on. So I would imagine you guys can hear me now. It's just going to take a second for it to catch up with you. All right. Grateful. Any tips for getting my 40 subs or getting my 40 subs? I'm at 33. Yeah. Keep making more content. Don't focus on your subs, and just keep trying to make content that your current subs appreciate, and is in line with the topic that you're trying to cover on your channel. All right, so we are back in business. I see a few of you kind of funneling back in. We'll give it just a minute. You know, I was all hyped up, ready to go, chatting a mile a minute, and then bam, totally lost the internet. That's kind of a drag, but hey, hopefully we'll resurrect the live stream. And needs more subs. Great to see you. I can hear you. Awesome. That is a great thing. That kind of sucked. What are you going to do? Mind Bob, forgot you were streaming. Thanks for a review last time. No problem. Glad to help. And let's see, did it resume the chat? Yeah, frozen. Hey, I'm not sure if Chris Conkle Vlogs is still in here, but let me see. Did it send out another notification? All right, it did. I was almost going to go live on my phone and be like, hey, yeah, everything blew up, but what are you going to do? So I don't know how long that took me, but glad we could get it back up and running. No idea what exactly happened there, other than my internet service provider just dropped my internet. Zany Puppets, are you affiliated with Nick and D? I don't know that I'm affiliated with them. I certainly know Nick and D. Have had the opportunity to collaborate with them. You can find videos on my channel with both of them, and I also did a video with each of them on their channel. I met Nick a couple times. I met D for the first time in Los Angeles this past October. So, yeah, there's that. All right. I did a puppet parody of Nick Nimmin. I'll have to check that out. I know a while back somebody did some parodies on Nick, so I'll definitely check it out. All right. So I don't even know what I was talking about when the proverbial poo hit the fan there, but I know I was on a roll, and now I have no idea where we were. Let's see. I mentioned the beastpractices.com if you want to get in on that 5-person plus me 2-hour mastermind type class to grow your YouTube channel and deal with your specific content, etc. I know I also shared with you the opportunity to win a one-on-one coaching session. I threw the link back in the chat as well. Also mentioned that we had some cool stuff coming up this year. Got a lot of things that are kind of on the burner. I'm still waiting to hear some. I've had some great conversations with people about some cool stuff that we're going to be doing this year, and that's the plan. Just waiting for all of it to kind of flesh out and get the specific details and confirmations on things. So hopefully, as soon as I do, I will be sure to share all those with you, because it's some pretty darn exciting stuff. So looking forward to that for sure. All right. And Doug Houston is back as well. Zugamugo Earthquake playlist, divided them into a few playlists, one for each of the continents and Oceania. Cool. Not a bad way to kind of group everything together. Scully's House of Thrillers. Hello to you too. Welcome to the live stream. I wonder if I was in my spiel to anybody who might be new. If you are new to the live stream, you want future videos or future notifications on videos that can help you deliver your value through online video, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. And judging by the thumbs up, I did get a lot of you guys to click the thumbs up to hang out for hanging out with us tonight. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Kevin's Adventure. Hey, Dan, I would love a review. I feel like YouTube hates me because I'm brutally honest on their surveys. Yeah, there's probably not a correlation between the surveys that they do and how the platform treats you. So I would just I would continue to make tweaks and focus on how to improve your content if you're not getting the results that you're hoping for. Sometimes that's hard to do. I've certainly been there where you feel like it's, it just doesn't, you're not getting the results that you're looking for. But at the end of the day, the only thing you can control is you. So if you focus on you and you say, how can I get better? Even if you don't feel like it's fair and it's something else that's causing you not to grow, deal with the things that you can actually impact, which is you, the content that you're making, and find ways to continually strive to improve on a regular basis with every video. If you keep doing that, no matter what YouTube or the algorithm throws at you, you will continue to find success. You just got to be patient because sometimes it doesn't come as fast as you'd like it to. But hey, if you could tell somebody right now in 3 years, if you just stick with it, you could have a channel that not only supports itself, but maybe even supports you if you're looking to monetize your content. A lot of people would jump at that opportunity. So definitely stick with it, continually strive to improve, and I think you'll see some great things happen. Law enforcement explains, what's the best way I can word my affiliate disclaimer in my description? Hope my question makes sense. So yeah, I think there's guidance on exactly how that should be worded. I think there's like word for word feedback. I think mine says something to the effect of, this description contains affiliate links which allow you to purchase the products I mentioned in this video at no additional cost to you. There's rules like there's just certain ways that you have to word it. You're not supposed to I forget off the top of my head exactly how it's worded, but if you just search, let's see, maybe we can even let's do this real quick. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that use affiliate links that don't do it. Affiliate disclaimers. So like yeah, I don't try not to work off third-party websites and find something that's terms, feed, disclaimers. I'm not familiar with that website, so I'm a little hesitant to Amazon affiliate disclaimer examples. Let's see. Some of these examples of disclaimers are pretty lame. Let's see. This says Amazon asks. Let me find that. Control. Oh, that's really weird. According to FTC regulations, your affiliate disclosure needs to be clear and conspicuous. And don't you hate it when you search for something on Google and it shows you the little preview of exactly what it is you're looking for? You can see the words, but then when you click on the link, it's nowhere on the page. That's what I'm running into right now, because this one seems like a good one here. But in any event, you can definitely do a Google search on it. I'm failing miserably to find exactly what I am looking for on that, but yeah, generally disclosing that your description contains affiliate links, and then depending on the affiliate program, they may have specific terminology that you're supposed to use anytime you use their affiliate link. So I would definitely refer to the specific affiliate program that you're using and make sure you're abiding by their terms of service. Shadow Speedy, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Sorry. just installed TubeBuddy. Awesome. Yeah, and just as a reminder, everybody, that this video is sponsored by TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is the #1 browser plugin for managing and growing your YouTube channel. It's available to download for free, and you can download it by visiting trytubebuddy.today to get started. It basically brings you to their webpage, you register, and then you hop into your browser and you download the TubeBuddy plugin. And then you're good to go, and you start to see the features of TubeBuddy right in line on your upload page and in YouTube when you are on the platform there. So super easy to use and get set up on. Again, you can use trytubebuddy.today to go ahead and register on TubeBuddy for free and start benefiting from the features that they provide. So definitely worth it. Highly recommend it. I've been using it for a long time on both of my channels, even before they sponsored the channel, so definitely check them out. Texas-style barbecue and cuisine, hopping over from the brisket live stream. All right. All right. Motivation Theory, thank you so much for the super chat. What's up to you? Love TubeBuddy. I love TubeBuddy as well. I appreciate the super chat. And for those of you who might be new to the live stream as well, we do a couple things with Super Chat. For one, if you're not familiar with Super Chat, it's an opportunity to get your comment pinned to the top of the chat. As you can see, it's also highlighted to stand out from the other comments. We also do this thing called the Stream Boss, which you'll see in the lower right-hand corner. Each time somebody contributes Super Chat or subscribes to the channel, it does damage or takes away health points from the current Stream Boss that we see down there now. Looks like it says malicious. And basically, whoever it is that contributes the super chat that brings down those health points to 0 will actually replace them as the Stream Boss. So I believe it's 10 points for every $1. I think that's what we figured it out what it was. And then, so for example, I think like a $5 US super chat would bring that current person down to 0 and replace them with your channel. So if you want to get your channel a little extra visibility there, you can certainly do that. And then you'll stay on the screen until the next person comes along and knocks you off. But thank you so much, Motivation Theory, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. I got everything booked to head out to San Diego to Social Media Marketing World in March. And, you know, it's funny. I went to TubeBuddy in October, and you try to plan out all the expenses to make these trips. And, you know, you buy your airline ticket, the money comes out immediately. You buy your ticket to the event, the money comes out immediately. And then you reserve your hotel, and, you know, sometimes you forget that money doesn't come out. And then you know, potentially will surprise you when you go to the hotel and actually check in. But it is San Diego. That hotel stay alone is over $1,100 just for me for a few days in San Diego. So definitely putting all the money from Super Chats and other ways that we're able to bring in a little revenue here towards good use, investing in things like Social Media Marketing World to go out and learn even more information from the experts of the industry and be able to bring that information back to you guys. So I definitely appreciate the Super Chat. I put it to good use and do my best to reinvest it all in the channel. I don't take any of the income out of Creator Fundamentals. It all goes back into one way or the other, whether it's equipment or, like I said, the traveling and all those things. So that is where we're at on that. Nalani's Beautify says TubeBuddy is amazing. I agree. And not only is TubeBuddy the app amazing, but the people who work for TubeBuddy and the CEO, Phil, they are actually great people, really good people. They take care of their community. Definitely A+ individuals. So if you want to work or use a software from a company with good people, that's just another reason to give TubeBuddy a try. And again, try TubeBuddy.today to go ahead and sign up for TubeBuddy there, or you can check the link that I just threw in the chat as well. Let's see. Yep, so using Super Chat for your own channel, that does fall into the YouTube Partner Program, so that's going to put you in the area of needing the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So as you continue to grow your channel, you will not only unlock ad revenue, but you also unlock the ability to accept Super Chat. It's Deshaun. Is TubeBuddy where you make banners? No, you don't really do channel art. I assume that's what you mean. You can do custom thumbnails in TubeBuddy. You can do keyword research. And there's a number of other tools that help you make more efficient use of your time when you're uploading your videos to YouTube, and also features that help you get your videos seen by people so you can grow your channel. Zany Puppet says, try the free version of TubeBuddy. You'll see how great it is. Absolutely. Again, try TubeBuddy.today. It's a free registration, free download of the plugin. There's nothing to lose there. I mean, it's literally free. There's not like anything built in. They do have additional tiers that at some point, if you want to, you can upgrade to, but it's not like a free trial. It will remain free until you decide to upgrade. So definitely worth trying. Again, link in the chat. Or you can just go to trytubebuddy.today. Yeah, we will get to channel reviews in a little while. I'll probably, just based on the time here, give it till about 10 p.m. until we start doing the channel reviews. So we got about 15 minutes to that. At that time, we'll make a call for channel reviews. And then if you want to get one, we'll try to squeeze some in. Also, we will allow anybody who does Super Chat, hashtag pay for San Diego, to move to the head of the line for the channel reviews if anybody's interested in doing that as well. Motivation Theory says they have a lot of great tools you don't even know you need. Absolutely. Zany Puppets, where are you? I assume that's a question to me. If you're asking like where I am in the world, I am in upstate New York. So I got to travel East Coast to West Coast for Social Media Marketing World, and also Vid Summit. They put all these good conferences over there on the West Coast. But I can't really complain because Nick and Dee travel from Thailand, so it'd be kind of, you know, whiny of me to complain from going from New York to California. As Doug Houston mentioned, if you have a particular question, do your best to tag at Creator Fundamentals in the chat so it's easier to see your questions. Again, I do try to scroll through, but the scroll on YouTube is hideous. It's awful. So I will do my best to find them, but I don't want any hate mail if I miss a question. So definitely try to tag me, and it'll be much easier to get you your answers. Johnny Ray's Digital Nomad Lifestyle. Good to see you. Trying to decide on if I need a new playlist or an additional channel. Your thoughts. All right. I feel like I missed your first question, so let me scroll up. Do you ever check who is subscribing to you and thus follow that channel? My answer to that is I would say no, in the sense that there's really no purpose in following a channel that you don't intend to watch on a regular basis. Because one, there's a chance YouTube will remove you. Two, it doesn't really help you in any way. I mean, if you're looking to keep tabs on the type of content somebody's making, you can certainly subscribe and click the bell for that purpose. But as a general rule, I mean, it's even something that I used to do that I realized was not a really smart thing to do, which when I did channel reviews, often I would subscribe to channels. But the reality is, if you don't watch the channel, it's not helping anybody to artificially inflate their number. You really do need active subscribers to have any real benefit here on the platform. So, And I don't know. Johnny Ray, the part where you're talking about the new playlist or an additional channel, I feel like there should be a first part of that question. It says your thoughts, but I don't know what the context is of why you're considering a new playlist or a new channel. If you're... Let's see. I didn't see anything before that. Kevin Boston, last week I uploaded 7 videos, which is a lot by my standard. My views are increasing, but my subscribers were not. Any idea why that could be? My first question would be, were you asking them to subscribe? Don't assume just because somebody watches your content that they'll subscribe. You need to create a reason for them to subscribe. You need to create a connection with them and, you know, deliver on the value that you presented in the title and the thumbnail. And then, you know, explicitly asking them to subscribe for additional content and making sure that your content is, you know, delivering the promise on your previous content. If your content is too wide and you're covering all kinds of different topics, then there may not be motivation for somebody to subscribe to your channel if they aren't going to get consistent content for the topic that they subscribed for. In Dolly's Tube, I have a question about hate. It doesn't bother me because the comments aren't true, but it may bother people visiting my channel. How do you respond to it? Be nice, not respond, delete comment. So if you're concerned about the experience that people might have, and you don't think that the people who are providing hate in their comments are really all that valuable for your channel or really contributing to the conversation, you can just hit the 3 dots next to their comment and you can choose to hide that user from your channel, which basically means they can comment all they want, but nobody will ever see them and you won't have to worry about them anymore. I mean, obviously, if it's extreme, you can certainly report them because we don't need people who are just vicious and out there just to be miserable. But there are definitely trolls out there, and there are a lot of ways. I mean, sometimes every time I jump into my comments, I spend more time trying to clean up all the trash than I do actually, being able to engage with the people who have real questions or feedback or, want to join the conversation. So it's definitely a problem. They're trying to clean that kind of stuff up. But I would just, if you think they're too bad and they're not really contributing any value to the conversation, then you can just hide them from the channel. All right, let's see. So Texas Style Barbecue said, Credit Fundamentals, just show yours, Dan. I assume you're in reference to the affiliate disclosure. I'm not even 100% sure that my affiliate disclosure that I'm currently using is 100% accurate, which is why I don't want to share mine. If mine's wrong, and then it's my problem, I don't want to share it with you guys as the appropriate way to do it, because I honestly, I believe that it may not be quite right the way I've done it, because mine is literally... this description contains affiliate links that allows you to support the channel while also getting the products that are featured in the video without any additional cost to you. And I don't think that's quite all that needs to be included for like somebody like Amazon. So that's why I didn't share mine earlier. Something I've been meaning to go back and check. Sure Productions, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Yum Food, how are you? I am doing well this evening. I hope you are too. Of course, we did have a little bit of a live stream crash and burn earlier, but we were able to get it back up and running. I have so many comments in my spam box. Yeah, if they're truly spam, I wouldn't approve them to get them displayed. Nolani's Beautify. What exactly would you do during the channel review? So typically during a channel review, we bring up your channel on the live stream. We take a look at it and basically compare it to best practices. You know, we touch on some branding elements to make sure that you're delivering a cohesive message, that the content that you're making is in line and focused on a particular niche, that your thumbnail design is in line with the overall design of your channel, that your about section is clear and concise and gets straight to the point in terms of the type of content that people should expect from your channel. We also look at channel art to identify whether your channel art is communicating the right message to get people to want to stay on your channel, subscribe to your channel, and really get an understanding of what they should expect from your channel. Hope that answered your question. All righty. So right now, everybody looks like we got about 25 people in the chat. We lost a few from that crash, unfortunately, but let me know where you guys are. So I, of course, am in upstate New York, so it's about 10 to 10 p.m. on February 13th, which means, of course, tomorrow is Valentine's Day here in the U.S. Zany Puppets, are you... You can send me a link to askdan@creatorfundamentals.com, or you can find me on Facebook, or message me on Instagram, or send me a message on Twitter. Any of those will eventually get to me. That's the other thing I should let's see. Kevin Boston's in Ontario, Canada. Harley in Salt Lake City area with rain snow mix. Yeah, that's basically what we've had here, Harley. Northern Colorado, Adventures in Dirt. Yum Food up there in Fort Drum, not too far from where I'm at. Buffalo, New York needs more subs. So needs more subs. When I set up that event here in the Albany, New York area, you going to come and hang out with us? I'm trying to plan an event in Albany, New York for creators in the Northeast in May of 2020. So we still got about a year, a lot of planning to go, but I'm going to try to bring in a bunch of people in. I'm aiming for 100 people, which is, you know, a decent size, but not huge, to bring creators together here in the Northeast, just so Utah and California aren't having all the fun. Got Rutland, Vermont, not too far from here. Doug Hewson is in Australia. Motivation Theory is in Virginia. I was born in Virginia. Little trivia. When are you done at Fort Drum, Yum Food? The event formerly known as Vidergy. I might keep Vidergy. I like Vidergy. So at some point in the past, that name was used, but I think it's very relevant. I really like it. Vidergy.com, the power of video. I think it has a good ring to it. And I think once I build a website and start marketing it, we'll wipe out any previous remnants of it. So I might stick with Vidergy. Kevin Boston, can you make a video on how to make a viral video in 2019? I think that would be really helpful. Are you open to the idea? You know, it's interesting, Kevin, because I think my next video is actually going to be in contrast to that, because the video that I really want to make next is why search is better than suggested, which basically flies in the face of the whole viral video concept. The reality is, from my point of view, especially when you're starting a YouTube channel, that it is much easier and controllable to build a channel through search than it is to try to keep targeting suggested video, which is what leads to a viral video. Like, I can tell you what the components of a viral video are, but the result, the video that would result in a, I mean, yeah, I could tell you right now exactly what to do to make a viral video. A, is it going to help your channel? Probably not. And it's viral videos, unless you have a very focused channel on a very focused topic and you have a viral video that's right on point with the topic that you're covering, they don't really have long-term positive effects. And as you'll see, most of the viral videos that happen now are a product of an orchestrated attempt to propel view velocity out of the gate on a particular video. So when you have massive channels that are working together to just absolutely pump views into the front of a video, YouTube sees that, they take notice of it, and then they start sharing it around places. So as a brand new channel trying to focus all your energy on viral videos, which is basically suggested video traffic on YouTube, I don't buy it. One of the things I did is I went out and I did a comparison with a channel. I compared Creator Fundamentals, which I absolutely focus on searchable content over suggested content every day of the week, and compared it to a channel that has basically championed the idea of focusing on that suggestible type content. And I looked at our last 10 videos and what we've achieved on those last 10 videos, despite the vast difference in size between our channels, and they were almost identical, which means I was able to generate the same number of views on my last 10 videos at 1/10 of their subscribers, focusing on search, than they were, you know, touting the idea of trying to get suggestible content. Because at the end of the day, a suggested video will shoot up in the sky like a firework, burn really hot, and then fizzle out. If you properly target searchable content, and you can do content that people will regularly search for, evergreen content, it continues to get better over time. More and more people tend to search for it. It gets, you know, more exposure via search, provided it's something that people regularly search. And I think there's a lot of great opportunity there. So there's a good chance that my next video is going to be exactly on that topic. It's very much in contrast to what everybody says, but I just have a different philosophy on it. Rather than kind of, you know, you're basically trying to hit that bullseye every time, and every time you miss the bullseye, it's pretty much a failure. If your goal is to just get on the board with each video, you're still racking up successes. I'll have to check that out, Adventures in Dirt. I love a good read, or in this day and age, a good listen. I read all my books on Audible. I have so many books in my queue right now. I'm kind of behind. The Creator Fundamentals Book Club, I'll show you some of the ones that, the recent ones that I'm reading or in the process of reading. So we have The Personal MBA, which is a really good read so far. We have, which is by Josh Kaufman. We have Extreme Ownership. How USC or Navy SEALs lead and win by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. How to Win Friends and Influence People, a classic. We have Influence by Robert Cialdini. Probably mispronounced that. Bunch of good books that I am trying to work my way through this year. Hey, Joe, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. So the reason that I do prefer to use something like Audible than read is because of the efficiency factor. I can't read a book on my commute to and from work every day, but I can listen to the book, and it just makes use of time that I couldn't otherwise make use of. The idea of like coming home and sitting in my bed or something or in a chair and just reading a book, I feel like there's so much else I could be doing during that time. So I prefer to, do stuff like this, prepare for videos and all that other stuff, when I'm motivated to do stuff, and then try to plug in the listening to the audiobook either, at work if I'm working on something that doesn't involve me interacting with people, or on my commutes and stuff. And I just think it's a much more efficient use of the time. Hello, Andy Marshall. Welcome to the stream. Dropping in from South Australia. Good to see you. All right. All right, so we just crossed the 10 o'clock hour. So if you would like your channel reviewed, tag Creator Fundamentals in the chat, list your channel name, make sure you're logged in to the channel that you want reviewed, because it's just too much of a pain in the butt to try to figure out what your channel is if you're not logged into it, because I actually pull up your channels by clicking on the three dots next to you. So if you have a particular channel that you want reviewed, make sure you're logged in as it, or you will not get a review. Also, I'm going to do this until 10:30. So if anybody does want to get to the front of the list, you are welcome to do so through Super Chat, and I appreciate it. Social media marketing world is costing me a lot of money. All right. Got that one on there. Cool. All right, continue to do that. I'll continue to oh, holy smokes. Okay. Get that on there. Alrighty. Thank you, Doug, for sharing that format with everybody. here. Ooh. And that one and that one. All right. There's a whole lot of tagging going on out there. All right, let's see. I think I got them all. All right. And we shall get this party started here. All right, so the first channel we're going to look at is Yum Food. Fun, delicious, inspiring. For the most part, I think that works. Yum Food. We got some food in the background. Everything looks like it's going to fit on mobile here pretty well. Let's see what your About section looks like. The best part of cooking is seeing people enjoy it. In this channel, I make easy and tasty dishes. I hope you enjoy. All right, so what I want to see. So generally speaking, these are well laid out. But one of the opportunities I think we have with food is that, you know, and the reason they use a term like food porn is you have so much opportunity with the images themselves to entice people to want to watch your videos. So I think there's opportunity here to greatly reduce, let's see what you got going on, greatly reduce the amount of space you're taking up with text and really try to use as much of this space on the image of the food as possible. I would go so far as to say that if you take a nice quality picture of the finished product of the food, you might not need to include text at all. And I would definitely say color-wise, color scheme, I'm much more a fan of what you were doing like here, like the green and the pale or dark orange there, than this red. That's kind of the green and the red. That's a little harsh on the eyes. So if you do include any kind of text, I'm liking these a little bit better. Only problem here is you're dealing with really tiny text that's hard to read. If you're going to do text over an image, the one thing you have to be conscious of, first of all, it's got to be big enough to read. So in that case, you definitely don't want to use a ton of it. But you also need to have that contrast. So what you would basically do is you want to have like a drop shadow behind the text. So if the text transitions over lights and darks in the background, you're always going to have a clear ability to actually read the text. So the food definitely looks good. I think you would have a, you got your little logo here. I'd probably try to get your logo just in the circle, kind of like you have here. And not the square. You can do that. You can use a free software like GIMP to drop out the background on that, and then just give it a little transparent background, so when you put it on here, it doesn't show up as a square. But you definitely have opportunity there. The other thing that I'll mention is that there's a disconnect between what you have going up. Although this is fairly clear and gives you a sense of what to expect here, there's a disconnect between it from a branding perspective and the actual icon that you're using. So it's always best when somebody can look at either your channel art or your icon or your thumbnails and recognize that they all come from the same place. It's all the same brand. Again, take up something as iconic as a Coca-Cola bottle or a Coca-Cola can. You know that red background, the white font and the very specific font that they use for their branding. think about that concept in terms of getting people to be familiar with your brand, which is you and the content that you're providing to them on YouTube, and get everything to kind of work together. So when you see one of the elements, you know that it is from a certain place, and people will learn to become familiar with it and identify it more easily. All right, so looks like, yeah, we're just kind of getting kicked off on the videos. Let's see, I just want to see here real quick. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if you have something like this, that is your actual thumbnail? The opportunity there that people are going to want to, you know, that and the title, to really entice people to want to see exactly what that is and how it's made and all that other stuff. There's a lot of opportunity with a nice high resolution image to draw people in. So, and where this would be much more enticing than the big red block that you had on your thumbnail. So I just want to see. I'm assuming you're not actually in. Okay. All right. Head back over to the channel. And again, as you continue to produce more content, you want to make sure that you get playlists created and get all your stuff organized into those playlists. If you're not sure what to make playlists out, you can actually use playlist as a bit of a content strategy, and you can kind of take the videos that you have or the kind of recipes you'd like to make and create those playlists as kind of silos that you can use to determine what type of video to make next. You know, maybe you have a playlist that is healthy food, you have another playlist that's like desserts, another one that is recipes in an air fryer, all those different things. You could basically, you know, cycle through those as a content strategy to kind of, you know, fill them out and provide people with content that they will continue to come back for. All right. But definitely off to a good start. Make a few tweaks and keep making videos. All righty. You do it in the house. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Part of the New York City Video Mastermind. For those of you who may not have seen those pictures or that experience, I had the opportunity to go hang out in New York City for a day with some other creators. And You Do It was there, along with Ross Brand and Dan Norton and Jay Liebs. Good time. And the live stream will be up on replay, so you can always go back and rewatch your particular section of the channel review. All right. Alrighty, who we got next here? All right, give me a second here. All right. All right, so the next one up is Kevin Boston. I know we've looked at your channel not too long ago, so let's jump in here real quick and just kind of focus on the things that may have been done since the last time. Looking at, I think you still have an opportunity to get into some custom thumbnails. Looks like you're doing it a little bit here. Otherwise, to get some more close-up images so people can actually, you know, identify you as the branding. Also, if you're in all your videos, updating that channel art to get yourself in there, either using your cartoon image here, up here, or, you know, using it as branding on the thumbnails as well. So, vlog challenge, much more. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more great content. So you mentioned that you were working on increasing your subscribers. You want to make sure that you're actually doing a call to action there. And you got vlogs, scary videos. Yeah, I mean, I would just say you're, let's see how we're going along here. Yeah, I mean, you're doing pretty well with the gaining of subscribers. So it's a process, man. You got to continue to keep chugging and making progress. It doesn't, like you said, you made 7 videos last week. It's not always instant gratification when it comes to YouTube. A lot of times it's delayed reward. You just got to keep plugging away and making content and just keep pushing forward. All right. All right, next up is Adventures in Dirt, metal detecting channel. Awesome. All right, so I just want to check real quick. It looks like it probably is, but just going to double check here on my phone, make sure that it is properly. Adventures in Dirt. I'm sure it is, but... And... Oh, so close. So on iOS, on iPhone, the metal detecting channel part, the M in metal detecting is hidden behind your icon on mobile. It might look different on Android, I don't know, but it's definitely slightly... I feel like there's an opportunity here. So I would probably... Adventures in Dirt is like pushing it. It's like touching the edges. At least on the dirt side of it, in terms of fitting on mobile. I would probably resize that Adventures in Dirt a little bit, make that a little bit smaller, and then I would make the metal detecting channel a little bit smaller as well to make sure that it doesn't get obscured by the icon, the way that they they overlap them on the mobile version. So that's something I would consider tweaking up here. So as for your links over here, I would probably, unless you are specifically driving them to like a revenue opportunity over here with your link, I would consider trying to keep them on the platform for that. Unless you have something, you know, something specific that you're sending them to. And let's see here if we do. If you're just sending them to just to the website with no clear, like you're not like funneling them into something, then I would probably refrain from listing that on your actual channel like that, and continue to try to drive people to the channel to grow your channel. You put like a subscribe up there or whatever. Check out your videos. All right, so the weekly dirt. So my thought on these last couple, or I see that's kind of a... My first question would be, what is the choice in making the borders different colors? The weekly dirt, the weekly dirt, the weekly dirt. I just want to see, these are all in this green, 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 green. Oh. Trying to see what we got going on here. Metal detecting for coins. All right, so I'm not really following the different colors here. I'm guessing this is kind of like a news story thing that you're doing. I would probably lean towards getting this icon out of the center of your thumbnail to really kind of accentuate the images and do something along the borders here. And generally speaking, I would say that you'd probably be better served on these to show one really high resolution of a really cool find than showing all these tiny pictures that people can't really appreciate because of the size of them. You know, like here it feels like an image was kind of forced into this format that you're trying to use. Instead of it being a natural fit. Like this down here looks good for that space, but then some of these looks like you just kind of forced it in order to use this same format. Whereas I think you could take a really high, make this entire thing focused on this one image, you know, and here, and I would say this image, and here, you know, this guy or the ring or whatever it is, focus on like the one big find that gets people to come in and look, because I think you're just kind of diluting the attractiveness of all these individual items the way you're kind of showing them there. And I'm also a fan. So you spotlight. I know you do, if I recall, you do like recaps of other people's finds as well, which is what this weekly dirt thing might be, if I remember. In addition to your own content, which is cool. And I do want to check. Let's just check one of your videos. I don't remember if you're in them or not. You are totally in them. Okay. An awesome quality there. You got good transitions and animations. Everything looks sharp there. Yeah, this is what I remember. You kind of recapping other people's videos and finds and things. And let's see, I'm just curious if there's a good... I guess the next question would be whether everything on the thumbnail is actually in the video. You know, because I think a nice big thumbnail with like one of these images would be pretty cool. You know, to kind of get people's attention. And again, because you are an integral part of your videos, it would appear, I would also still consider, I do like this background and the combination of images. I think that looks pretty good. But I would even consider overlaying an image of you next to your adventures in dirt that actually shows a nice clear picture of you to associate your face with the brand itself. All right, and home page. Oops, stop that one. Got all your descriptions and everything nicely laid out. Meta detecting for gold. Nice and organized. Yeah, and again, I just think it's a matter. I think there's a lot of value in repetition, in turn, you know, constantly showing them your face, show it in on your icon and your channel art and your thumbnails over and over again. You're in your videos. I just think it's really strong to kind of reinforce who you are, what your channel is, and really help grow your brand that way. But looking good. All right. Texas style barbecue and cuisine. Have yourself a good night. Good to see you. Take care, yum food. Alrighty, where are we at next here? All right, next channel up is NatureBox Pet Emporium. All right, so now I'm curious. First thing that jumps out here in your channel art is it's not optimized for mobile. It's not even really optimized for desktop because you're really cutting off your lettering here. It kind of looks like you just put an image in there that wasn't really designed for the channel art space. There is an actual template that you can use to create your channel art. I actually make it available to download for free on Creator Fundamentals. So if you go to Creator Fundamentals, let's see, give me just a moment here and I'll show you. All right, so if you go to creatorfundamentals.com and you go into, where it is, I think it's services, or no, it's tools, my bad. If you go, so Creator Fundamentals, YouTuber Tools, or you can just click on the tools link here. It brings you to this page. And down here, we have the channel art template. I did not create this template. I'm simply making it available for you guys to download. So you can absolutely head over here and download this, and you can put this into like GIMP or Photoshop, and it shows you the actual area of where your channel art should be. So you can see this area in here is the area that's going to get displayed on mobile. So you can see if you did a full width channel art with writing, it's going to get cut off on mobile. And if you look at your analytics, you'll see that probably at least half, if not more, of your audience is viewing your content via mobile. So you definitely want to make sure that you're optimizing for mobile. And this just lets you visualize exactly where everything needs to be. So definitely recommend that. Also, while we're on the page, if you don't currently implement the subscribe watermark that you can put that shows up in the lower right-hand corner of all your videos that people can hover over and subscribe to your channel, you can come here and download that image as well. Kind of a twofer when you come to visit the channel. And you can go into the setup on YouTube on your channel to get that added. You can go to the Creator Fundamentals YouTube channel and do a search for how to add the watermark. I think it's how to add a subscribe button to your YouTube videos. Something to that effect is the actual video that shows you how to do that. Alrighty, so let me get back to the channel. So that's that. Other thing to look at is real big difference between what you got going on in your icon and your channel art. Not really sure. Not really sure what's going on in there. Nature Pet Box. Yeah, that's another thing where you have an image that doesn't fit the space, but it's just kind of squished in there. That's an opportunity to tweak that as well. I'm not sure if that's like your logo. Is this like, let me see. Got to go to the About section to really understand what we're looking at here. Retail exotic pet company. Okay, perfect. So this is your business. You're doing a supporting channel on YouTube for it. Excellent. Let's look at your videos here. Bearded Dragon Valentine's Day. We hit 1,000 subscribers. The best pet. Auto water change. How to. All right. I feel like this video is a little bit of disconnect on the topic, but if you have a community that you're growing and you're interacting, you know, an occasional video like that's not the end of the world. Other thing in terms of text on your thumbnails, you really don't want to recreate your title on your thumbnail. If you need to put text, make sure that the text is additive and giving some additional information, not simply you know, recounting the title. If that's all you're going to put on there, you can leave the text off altogether. And then you also want to be wary of how much text you're putting and the size of the text. But I think a lot of that will be eliminated by not simply recreating the title on your thumbnail. You know, like on this, much better if you're just showing an image and a close-up and showing some, you know, some detail in the pictures, rather than adding the additional text that is, you know, just a reorganization of the title itself. Playlists, we got playlists just for fun, updates, so make sure you're getting those listed. You definitely want to go in and customize your channel here, and instead of the uploads list, you want to add some, you know, maybe some horizontal playlists, single playlists that list each of your playlists out here. Once you go into customize your channel, there'll be a little button on the bottom to add section. You're going to use that to add as many of your playlist as possible. So when people come and visit your channel, they can see a lot of your content, see the thumbnails and the titles, and make the decision about whether they want to subscribe to your channel. All right. All right. Okay. So the next channel up is Brick Ninja. Here we go. Looks like a Lego channel. All right. Brick Ninja new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday about Lego set reviews, Lego video games, Lego news. So I would say, you know, based on what you got going on here, if you added an additional description, you know, Brick Ninja, all things Lego, just a little more information about the actual topic of the channel. Also, you definitely want to try to get some, you know, like a drop shadow or something behind this text. Gets a little bit difficult to read when you're looking at the blue on blue. So that's something that you can do. You can do, you can probably pull that off in a free site like Canva, or you can download GIMP, which is a free application that you can use as well. I'm not sure if you're doing your videos on a computer or your phone, but that is also something that you can work on. We have okay. All right, so just looking back at some of these, so like 5 Lego set building tips. I would probably, you know, opt to see something like Legos in hand if you're giving tips on building sets rather than just a random Lego box as an image. Here it looks like you're using somebody else's animation here, maybe like from a particular game. whenever possible, try to mix in some of your branding as well, so people know, you know, that it's your channel. As you become more familiar with how to use something like GIMP or Photoshop, you can get your image up here so people know that you're associated with the channel. And then I wanted to, let's see, which one did I click on here? Just for some tips here. So in this case, you're sitting down and you're building something. One of the things I would recommend that you do here is probably, the challenge that I see is we can't really see the Legos on the table. I would probably try to raise your camera a little bit and then tilt it down so that the top of the top of the frame is just above your head, but then we expose the table down here so we can actually see the Legos that you're working on. That's going to you know, give a little more, provide a little more engagement if people can actually see what you're doing, because right now a lot of the action is kind of happening a little bit off screen. So that's a simple change you can make. Try to get that, you know, whether you just have to put the camera up on a box or something. I'm not sure if you're using your phone or what you're using here. But I think that's a simple change to move it up a little bit, angle it down a little bit further so we can see you and the Legos as well. And then again, when you're adding playlists and things, try to list out some actual playlists as you get your playlists up to at least 5 videos so they cover they span the page, and then add descriptions to your playlists. Okay. All right, guys, we have 2 more channels to go. This next one, still don't have any idea what it's about, so we got to dig in a little bit. Z Chaser, Zach Chase. The biggest issue I see with this channel is I have visibility on the channel art, on the icon, on the first video, still have no idea what the channel is about. And again, we're dealing with really low attention spans, short attention spans on the internet, so you got to get to the point and identify why people should care about your channel as quickly as possible. Explore the unexpected, chase down achievements, dream. That is very greeting card, but it doesn't really, I still don't know based on your description what your content is about. So now we got to drill into your videos and see what we can see. This seems like a... I'm not sure if this is gaming. Is this gaming? Dark cloud going down the temple. All right, so the first thing I notice about your thumbnails here, a lot of the stuff is way too small for people to appreciate. Way too much text going on your thumbnails. Try to entice people with something, you know, bigger images here. And, you know, this is something that I see a lot. Especially being in the niche that I'm in, is people always see the popularity of like YouTube news and those kind of things, or they feel like it's affecting them and they want to make a video about it. But I would avoid making videos that are way off niche like this. I mean, if you're compelled by the content and you want to make content about how YouTube works and the algorithm and how it affects creators and stuff like that, I would do, you know, I would say absolutely go for it, create a channel for it. But the goal in trying to grow a channel is kind of having some focus on a topic or a theme, something that people can get behind and subscribe and get more for it. I see you have, let's see here. What we would like to see that you're gaining subscribers in the last month or so, but you're not enticing them to actually watch your content, which makes me think that there's too much variety in the type of content that you're making for people to really get behind it and want to catch the next video. So if you're kind of covering all kinds of random topics, then, you know, getting those subscribers to keep coming back for your future videos becomes a challenge. So I would say try to figure out what you truly want to make content about, and do your best to really kind of zoom in on that and try to make consistent content on that particular topic. All right. Next channel up is that LaCranch? LaCranch Creations. So again, the channel art and the icon doesn't really tell me what's going on or what we're actually making here. I am an evidential spiritual medium and a wife, mother, and grandmother of 10. I am spirit-inspired artisan and crafter. All right, so what I would probably do in your description here is really lead with what the content is about. So you said I'm a spirit-inspired artisan and crafter. Let's see if you're focusing on just the crafting element, which it looked like you were based on the... So it definitely looks like the channel is about crafting. Looks like you're like making molds here. So I would try to get your description to really start with that and identify the type of content that you're making. Also, the thing you definitely don't want to do here is you don't want to start videos with like a sequential number for like a series. You really want your titles to focus on the content of your video, and then if you want to keep track of like a vlog series or something like that, you can put the numbers at the very end of your titles, but you don't want to start and you don't want to use hashtags quite like you're doing here, because I would imagine, well, no, they're not displaying them like that, so I guess that definitely get them out of the front of your titles, and you really want to find a way to focus on what the content of the video, and I just want to see so like if we do making crystals, so you can see that there are definitely some topics that people are searching for. So in this case, we have making crystals, like borax crystals, making crystals. I would explore all the different variations of stuff people are actually searching for and try to find, as often as possible, a way to title them in such a way that you are actually focusing on a keyword phrase that people are actually looking for. That's going to help you get a lot more views on your videos. So like, let's see if we have... So like here we have how to make resin crystals. Again, you kind of want to see all the different things people are searching for, find the ones that actually relate to your content, and try to use those as much as possible and build your keywords around that phrase. Let's see if I can get that to load. So this is another thing we were talking about, TubeBuddy and the free stuff that comes with the TubeBuddy plugin. Over here is the Videolytics. This is something that comes with the free version as well. And again, you can try TubeBuddy, or you can download TubeBuddy for free at trytubebuddy.today. But you can go to any video and you can see analytics about it, and basically see some information, including like what keywords they use. So definitely need to develop your keyword research, especially in developing your title. Basically, the majority of keyword research is all about trying to come up with the title that's most meaningful, and then you simply fill in your tags with some supporting phrases around your title. But keyword research is really important for fleshing out your title and making sure you're focusing on something that people can actually search for. Alrighty. All right. All right, so just a reminder, guys, if you want to interact with other like-minded creators, there is the Facebook Creator Fundamentals group. You can go join over there and be able to interact with other creators who are trying to do the same things that you're trying to do, grow here in the platform, learn what works and doesn't work, and all kinds of other things. We have the opportunity still, if you're interested in getting a free one-on-one coaching session via video chat with me, you can go to the registration page on Creator Fundamentals. I'll throw the link in there as well, which is creatorfundamentals.com/register. Register for the Creator Fundamentals newsletter, and that'll put you in the running for the monthly drawing, where I will pick one channel each month to have that free 30-minute call one-on-one on Zoom, where we can go over your channel and your goals and your strategy and try to help you get a plan to succeed here on the platform. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Sorry we had that big crash and burn in the middle of the live stream. That was a wee bit unfortunate, but what are you going to do? It happens. Luckily, we were able to get back up and running and still hang out for a little while tonight. So thanks you everybody for coming and hanging out. I hope to see you next time. If you didn't get a chance to get your channel reviewed tonight, click that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified on next week's live stream, which will be Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And try to get here as early as possible so you can get in the mix when we grab that list of channels to review. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you next week. Take care.